Teach me how to love, I'm ready. No, she fuck with a thug, she ready. In them fit, keep them slugs, I'm ready. Can't go out like bro, so I'm busting at 'em. Love your style and not fuck with you.
What's good, QL Squad? It's your boy Quan.
And Love.
And welcome back to the channel. Now, today we are going to react to what do men really look at sex for? How do they look at sex for real?
How do men see sex? What is sex to men? Because I say this all the time. Like, I have been blessed to have an older brother, the homeboys. I've had these conversations with several men. A lot of women have not had this conversation with a man or heard a man having this conversation. So, from a man, how do men view sex?
All right, now real quick, I'm just gonna say that there's always exceptions to the
Go
rule. All
ahead.
right,
Go ahead, throw out the disclaimer.
And some men are gonna see things differently. I think for the majority of men, sex is just viewed as a pleasurable experience. That's it, a pleasurable physical experience. There may be some emotion, a little bit in that moment, but it stays in that moment for the most part. It's just not much more than that for the guy, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. And when I say there's emotion involved, I think when he actually likes the woman, he's in love with her, then it becomes something more than just a physical experience, a chance to bond with her, get closer to her. But outside of that, yeah, it's just physical pleasure.
Do men have sex with women they don't like?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Look into that camera. Look into that camera and say,
yeah.
Why? Why, Stefan?
Oh my
why?
God. But not only do men, now again, not all men, but not only do men have sex with women they don't like, there are tons of men who have sex with women they're not even attracted to.
So again, this is the man.
So why are you guys having sex with them?
Like he said, for the pleasurable experience. Literally, that's
Yeah,
literally
but
the only reason.
You're getting pleasure from somebody
You're
you're
not even attracted to. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's different from men and women.
It is.
Women. Like, some women, they are emotional. Y'all already know women are emotional. So
Yes.
that is something that is on an emotional level.
Right. That's why cheating is like kind of more of a when women do it versus men, because you know men just do it just for the lust, just lusting after women or just want to smash. Women, they get emotionally attached to the person that they are going to cheat on you with, you know. And yeah, that's just the anatomy of it. That's just how it be built different. That just, you know,
But
that is what it is.
No sense to
It doesn't, huh? It really don't. It really don't. It's crazy.
It makes no type of sense.
Yeah.
From Mars, women are from Venus thing, because speaking for the majority of women, I can't even fathom a man on top of me that I don't like, I'm not interested in, I'm not attracted to. Like that, why would I do that? You all are totally.
Well, so
Their heads are exploding right now, Stefan. Their heads are exploding.
So now again, I'm one of those guys where I cannot sleep with someone I'm not attracted to. I'm very visual. I need that stimulation.
Agreed.
That's
Right,
not
that's the
there.
standards, okay.
You know, I can't do it. But I know dudes.
That have none.
As long as you got legs and something in between, it's a wrap. Okay. And they will have
That's
sex
crazy.
out of the mere convenience
Just 'cause
of
they
it in that
can,
moment.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because again, it is simply a pleasurable physical experience. They're viewing that woman as a chance to get off.
But if you want to get off, that's what you have lotion and Pornhub.
You see, but I already explained this to you. It's not the same thing. It's literally not the same thing.
Yeah, but
Beating your meat and actually getting some is not the same thing. Completely different.
But like, I just feel like this. If you're literally messing with a woman and you know you're not attracted to her, you know you don't want to be with her, whatever situation may be, why have sex with her? And like she said, I couldn't even think about somebody that I'm not attracted to being on top of me. Hell, I wouldn't even talk to you. I wouldn't even text your phone.
Yeah.
Type shit. So,
But
like,
there are those women out there who can and who are willing to.
Yeah, not all women, but most women. Like he said, not all men, but most men.
I mean, that's just like I say, it's just how it is. I mean, but I feel like when men go out there and do that type of shit, that's when women get hurt, scarred, and they get all fuck men ain't shit. Like
Exactly, because
that's where that
men-
comes from.
Because men want to just get off on pleasure.
Yeah, literally, just for that
and
moment.
wasting time.
And then never probably text you or talk to you again, looking for the next victim, as I would call it.
That's why women need to learn to turn off their emotions when it comes to situationships, friends with benefits, shit like that. Because it's just sex.
Because it won't work. It will not work.
In that problem.
It won't work.
And if you get your emotions wrapped up in it, you're gonna end up wasting your time. You're gonna end up hurt. You're going to end up wanting saying fuck men, I hate men, and shit like that.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all it is. And so and as far as not liking her, because the reality is that he only has to tolerate her for that moment in time. This is why he may have sex with you, but he won't be in a relationship with you.
Won't even pick up the phone the next day, baby.
He can't deal with you more than just that moment.
Then
but
don't
to
talk to
engage
him.
physically, and again, in that physical moment, he doesn't have to worry about having talks with you and all this other stuff. So yeah, he can still enjoy you physically, but not care for you otherwise.
Yeah, I see that just right there. Yeah.
That just really pushed the nerve.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah.
I've always felt like this. If you can't be able to talk to me, connect with me on a different type of level, you won't be able to even touch what's in between my legs. You won't even be able to look.
Right.
Hell, like I said, I barely would fucking talk to you.
Right.
If that's not what you're on, type shit.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pause. Just a moment of silence for y'all feelings
Please.
and your edges. Okay.
Oh, boy.
But I think though that again that's a major disconnect because women a lot of times mistake men wanting to sleep with them with men wanting to date them or court them or be in a relationship. And
Because
so,
it's just as equal in a woman's eye. It's literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, it is just as equal in a
So
woman's
smashing and dating is just as equal.
If you want to fuck me,
You want to be with me, right? That's the mindset women have.
that's literally the mindset.
If you gonna smash me, you gonna be with me.
Exactly. I'm not about to just sit here and give my body to you and you don't want me in a relationship. I'm not gonna do that. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to,
That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense.
If you want to be with me and you want us to have a relationship long term, because there's no short term around here, so if you want to be with me and you want it to be long term, then probably I'll sleep with you. But that's when the 90 days come into play.
I hear, shout out to Kevin Samuels, all right. One of the things that Kevin Samuels says often that I do agree with, though, is that you cannot count the number of men who have tried to holler at you or try to have sex with you as the number of men who are interested in getting into a relationship with you. And so I think a lot of times women are mistaking one for the other and thinking, well, men are interested in me. You know, I am a catch.
Mm-hmm.
And just because men are interested in sleeping with you does not mean that you are necessarily what men are looking for when it comes to a relationship.
Right.
But you should also
What's
know the difference. But you should know the difference. And if you do know the difference, that's when you should know that I'm not going to sleep with you.
Right. But that's also where delusion plays. That's where that comes in as well. Because he'll tell you, he could let things be known, and you still feel the way you feel about it. You know, but
If, let's just say hypothetically, if I meet somebody and they say, oh, I'm just trying to fuck, nothing else, you think I'm gonna fuck that person? No,
hopefully not. Right?
No,
Hopefully not.
I'm
right.
not gonna do that because that is all you want from me. You
Right.
don't want nothing that comes with it. And for me, I'm a very emotional woman, and I know that is very emotional for me. So if I have sex with you, I know I'm gonna get attached at some point.
Right.
Especially if it happens on a constant. No.
What would make a man say, okay, I'll have sex with you, but that's as far as it'll go?
So, okay, there's various levels to it. For some men, it could be levels of physical attraction. So, to put it in a more specific context so people can understand, if his standard for marriage is, I'm only going to marry a woman who's an 8 to 10 on a scale of 1 to 10, but he'll sleep with a 6. He'll sleep with a 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
So there's enough, and maybe she's not that cute, but her body's banging. So he'll sleep with her because he really likes her body. He wants to try it out. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm just,
That's a real
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I ain't gonna
real.
lie, it is.
It's
it is.
very stressful.
Now I can't say that I'm that guy specifically, but I know guys like that. Literally, women who will look like a man, but
In
have
the
a
face.
a body
banging
like
body.
what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, I'm a smash. I'm gonna hit that
Because she got nice titties.
because she got nice titties, big ass, yes. But she look like a man. She could have a whole beard, but that ass is fat,
So they just gone.
and they gonna want to smash. Yes,
Oh, Lord.
that's the truth. That is how dudes work.
We're gonna come back to that.
But again, he's not attracted to her enough physically to say, I want to spend my life with her. Because again, it's one thing to have to see you for the night. It's nothing to have to wake up and see you every day next to me. That requires a different level of attraction. Then, of course, there's just the qualities of a wife. Some women, again, may be really cool, You may even enjoy hanging out with them, but you know you cannot deal with them over the long term as far as marriage. And let me say this, the reality is that women see the same issue or go through the same thing with men. It's just that women are willing to overlook those red flags and still marry that man.
Yeah.
But then be miserable and unhappy. The
No.
man knows, yo, like,
No.
Yeah, some women, but no.
in a lot, don't get me wrong, plenty of men choose horribly wives and partners, but a lot, like I remember one time in an Uber, a guy said to me, he was the driver, he said, you know, you hear in society, women are always being told the fantasy of the one, waiting for that right guy, all that stuff. But what you see play out in dating and relationships is that men tend to hold on to that principle more than women, all right? Women know of the one connection, but the minute they see something that they want, for whatever reason, yes, I will make this work because this is what I desire right now. Whereas men, if they're just not feeling it enough, they're just not going to do it. And that's why I tell women, it's not a reflection of your value or your quality. Y'all two just don't fit together. He can really see or view you as a good woman, just not for him.
Going back to like the 90-day rule thing and men trying to fit into women thinking that they're being in control and, you know, controlling how things are going, but men really having the big joker, like really, you know, pulling the trump card. But I was having a conversation with a man who talked about a woman who had like a 90-day rule and she had verbalized it. Big mistake. So she talked to him about it. You know, she's holding him to this standard, and he literally told me, like, yeah, I just did what I had to do to get to the 90 days. You know, just basically to get her back for playing games with him.
Right. Okay. I was showing to be like, okay, yeah, definitely telling a guy that you want to wait 90 days is probably not the best way to go about it, because he know after 90 days I'm able to smash. So he's gonna wait that 90 days just to smash.
Tell you whatever you want to
Literally,
hear.
let
Do
you
whatever
know,
you want to
cap.
do.
Pillow
Please
talk
don't
you
tell a
up.
man. Right.
Pillow talk you up. Make you feel like a queen, literally, just so he can smash and go on to the next. Hell, he might even be fucking bitches in between that 90 days because he can't fuck you yet. Literally. Like, literally.
Seriously. That's why it's... Please don't tell a man that you're waiting 90 days. If he asks you, just say a little bit longer.
Hell, the
a little bit longer.
He should figure it out within the first couple weeks that he ain't finna get none for at least a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you just don't say nothing. Not me.
Playing games with him. Like, he did all of the right things. Told me this out of his mouth, that he did all of the right things, had these conversations, like took her out, did all of the things to play the game. So what is your advice for women who are watching for the red flags, asking the questions, like thinking that they're doing their due diligence, and then they're just dealing with like a fraud?
So I'm very skeptical of any situation that proclaims that this man just fooled you the entire time. I always say a lot of times women don't get played; they play themselves. All right.
Yeah.
They see
Women
something.
don't get played; they play themselves.
They play themselves. Yes.
Okay. and even if you can't say you saw something specific, they sensed, yes, they felt like something's not right. But again, they try to ignore it. So to me, you gotta be strong as a woman in the sense of accepting your intuition. Stop denying it. Stop running from it. And if you're spiritual, you gotta go to God and pray about the situation and asking God, not just
God gonna show you.
No, you gonna
God is gonna show you. That's for men and women. If you feel it and you get the praying, God, if this ain't it, let me know something right now, and He actually show you.
He gonna reveal it.
And if He reveal it, and you
still ignore it, you're playing yourself. You're delusional.
That's when you're playing.
And you're playing yourself. Yes. You want to get hurt.
You pray and pray and pray and pray and be like, God, please reveal this, and He reveal it, and you be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going ahead and step back. You doing what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing it in your spirit, like, this is what I need to do right now. Because, again, I don't think anyone's that good of a liar. I think that you let someone talk enough, they're going to expose themselves.
Literally.
You just have to know how to keep them talking. And so that requires conversations, asking questions, diving deeper. Because it's very easy for people to either, when they give you a BS answer, you can sense it, or they just dance around the situation or dismiss it altogether. You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's just certain questions that men will and women will expose themselves on. Like if you ask a dude questions about handling finances in a relationship, he's very likely to tell you straight up what it is. So if you don't like the way that he does things, you don't have to keep guessing. You see what I'm saying? But you just have to have those conversations.
Yeah,
but
ask.
we tend, when I say we, society tends to be scared to dive deeper early on. It's like, well, I don't want to
'Cause
run
they'll
this
run
person
you
away.
away,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's like, yo, if they run away because you're diving deeper, they're not for you.
Literally.
That is what the
Literally.
90 days are for.
Literally, yeah.
Like,
You're asking them all
what is
these
the point
questions.
of waiting 90 days if you're not gonna ask those questions?
Right.
And if you don't want those questions asked,
Then you
then
shouldn't be
you
dealing with
shouldn't
that
even be
motherfucker.
around that person.
Simple. No cap. Or if you ask them questions, like you said, and they just completely try to just avoid the question, get around it. Don't try to even, give you something that you ain't even trying to hear for real.
And you saying you don't want to run the person off, they gonna run off if you don't ask them the questions. I feel like you need to ask them type of questions.
Yeah, I feel like it's-
And if
yeah.
they run off, then that should already let you know. That should already let you know that
Right,
that's
they
not
didn't
the
want to
person for
win.
you.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. No cap.
That's the way you weed 'em out.
Yep. And that was literally a question that I have here because women do have such a hard time asking questions because they don't want to be annoying, they don't want to push too much, they don't want to turn you off. So how do you toe the line between being interested and being inquisitive and digging deep, but not like being annoying?
Again, annoying is a perception based
Yes.
off of likability.
Yes.
Basically meaning, let's look at it from a woman's perspective. If 10 guys DM a woman right now, hey, you're beautiful, right? And you look at them dudes and all 10, they don't like them. So to you, they're
all annoying.
they're thirsty,
Very
whatever.
much.
Mr. 11 says the same thing. Hey, beautiful. But you like this dude, and now you're flattered. This is cute. It's not the action. It's how much you like them, and as well when it comes to women, it's the energy that you're giving off when you're asking these questions.
That's true.
If you're asking with an energy of interrogation, of being hard and having an attitude, and that can happen when you ask the question because you're expecting a negative answer.
Right.
You can't go into the conversation expecting something bad. You have to go in, believe either clean slate or believing something positive, but prepared for something negative. You see what I'm saying? Because when you prepare for negative, you project that.
That is true. No cap. You. If you put out negative, you gonna receive negative. If you think negative, you're gonna get negative. If you think negative, you're gonna attract negative. That is
But
what it
I
is.
also feel like it's a difference between being negative and being logical.
Now, being logical would be, in my opinion, just not even expecting the negative. Then would be just expecting, just anything, be open to whatever, instead of just having it just be negative. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, women, all we gotta do is like I say, just make better decisions. Men,
Too.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah, men,
Yeah.
men. I need y'all to step it up. Things of that nature. That's just what it is.
Everybody get y'all life together.
There's a reason that this controversy is going on. You know what I'm saying? And both sides play a part. Simple.
Both sides. Don't blame the woman and don't blame the man. Both of you guys need to look at yourselves and really work on yourselves before
Yes.
y'all come together.
Just men ain't shit because of women, or
Women ain't shit
because of men. No cap.
Simple
But hey,
as
if you want
that.
to see more videos like this, hey, subscribe, like, comment. Really do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna catch y'all in the next one.
Bye bye.